Hi again then guys, and welcome to another updated money earning tune for Gran Turismo Sport. As I said with the Porsche update, of course, the tyre physics, the physics in general have changed since 1.23, 1.24. This time I'm updating my go-to vehicle for earning cash. Pretty much any N300 car earns the best that you can get at the moment, which is 375,000. Potentially, if we get something in N200, you could win. I don't think there's really any car that could win in N100, probably. But as far as this tune goes, it had some pretty significant changes because of the physics update. Now, as far as the tuning, you don't need to upgrade the power, you just need to reduce it down to N300. Then as far as the weight, I would recommend dropping it as much as you can. Traction control I've got turned off, but of course that's down to you. We've got racing super softs, but again, personal preference will decide really which tyres you prefer. As far as the suspension, of course, just like with the Porsche, the biggest changes are with the suspension and the diff. And as far as that suspension, we've got 75mm as far as ride height goes, 2.85 as far as frequency, which is as high as possible, anti-roll as high as possible as well, on 10. Then as far as the dampers, compression as low as possible, rebound as low as possible. I have got a little bit of camber, 1 degree, but that's down to you. You could potentially run it with 0 if you want to. Neutral toe as well. Downforce you can't adjust. As far as the diff, I've gone for 40 on initial torque, as you can see, as low as possible for both acceleration and braking. Again, that's down to you. I know different people prefer different settings for the diff. And as far as the gearbox, just like with the standard one, it's a pretty simple setup. 186 for the auto setting, and then the rest are pretty much left as standard. So that's it for the tune. Now, of course, just like with the Porsche, you want to see what kind of difference it can actually make. Now, with the Porsche, it was more a case of bringing the car back under control again, whereas with this GT40, I would say that the results are actually even better, because now I would honestly say it feels better than before the update. With this significant rehaul of the suspension in particular, it's easier to throw through the corners, much more controlled, especially for a classic, and as I said, this is my go-to car for earning big money. I've done over 3,500 miles in it so far, and it's a great one to go for. Of course, the KTM is, as I've said before, most people's go-to car for earning this same amount of money, same mileage points, etc., because once again it is in N300, but I'm yet to do an update on that one, so of course stick around on the channel to see the update of the KTM. And to check out my update for the Porsche, you can of course click through here on screen to see that as well. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.